And welcome back on my foot to Pontedera. And now, stories of misfortunes with people having an electric car. Okay, this was an Italian bloke. He had a road accident with a friend who had a version. There was a person who respected the stop sign and went in his vehicle. Visible damage, gravely dead in the four doors. Fair enough. The usual procedure, insurance, bureaucracy, and what came out to be, his company would only pay €50,000 regarding the value of the car, which was 2 years old. Should have really got €40,000 because it was considered as a write-off. And they had suspected that the battery pack was compromised. And obviously, the insurance company, you know how much it was going to cost them. More than authorised dealer, and I don't know what happened. I sent it to France, this car, or someone from France came over to evaluate how to repair it, because the brand new car you buy, which is electric, the garages, they can't do it for repairs. Now, it's going to cost him €47,000 to repair his car. The insurance only gave him $15,000. Is it the depreciation or the electric value of second hand for 2 years for a car? Probably yes. And the battery for this vehicle is a staggering €30,000. The insurance companies know electric cars, when they get involved in road accidents, it's a huge liability. They don't want to pay up because it's too much for them. It's not your classical conventional car. It's easy to repair, parts are easy to find whether it's brand new or second hand. And the fact is, at the end of the day, the insurance companies, they got to tell their clients who have intentions of insuring electrical cars what are the limits, because you know, when it comes to pay up for your damages, especially when it's a great sum of money, because most of the road accidents probably a few €1,000 usually. It goes, okay, fair enough. But when you come to repairing an EV, it's very costly. You don't find the people who know how to repair it. Parts are expensive. And for the insurance, is the battery pack part of the vehicle or just another thing aside when you insure it, when you have an accident, when it gets damaged? Because at this point, you are practically, when you buy a brand new car, you're practically paying the price of the battery, probably the car itself, €5,000, €6,000, €10,000, even €15,000 if it was a normal car produced with a petrol diesel engine. With electric cars, spare parts, they're dear, technicians are pretty dear, and they're very little people know how to repair these things. especially when it comes to brand names. You know, people out there, before you buy an EV, don't buy an expensive one. Buy a fairly cheap one, which is adapted for your needs. Fair enough if you have a place to charge it on your private premises, okay. Driveway, garage, you can stick the charger there, because charging home might take a little bit more longer, but it's a lot more cheaper. You can charge it overnight. Here in Italy, charging such a vehicle costs you 9 cents a kilowatt hour for the time being. Regarding the so-called public chargers, which they charge you 90 cents per kilowatt hour. It's outrageous. So when this so-called EV rage will come into force, it's very unlikely. Are there going to be enough charging stations to go around? Because the infrastructure, it's very expensive to make. The so-called charging stations, like a petrol station, they've been needing a source, an access of high voltage charging these things. Unless something else doesn't come along, I don't know, hydrogen or another form of energy for vehicles. Petrol and diesel vehicles are here to stay. Whether these net zero nincompoops, whether they understand, it's useless you put so-called tariffs, fines on petrol diesel cars, 15,000 quid, and you find a manufacturer if they sell one. Those are the only things which sell, and they're making it darn right expensive for the customers. The new Lancia Ypsilon, which looks like a Peugeot, it's 29,000 an hour. Just about every car maker who's making these vehicles, they're charging you sky high rocket prices just for a normal car. If it was an SUV, that's its price, but it's not an SUV, it's a normal car.